Hello my lovelies, it's FADING here with another book review. And for this book I received it from Bethany House Publishing Company, which I will link in the doobly-doo down below if you want to check it out, in exchange for a honest review of the book. So it is Fading Starlight by KATHRYN CUSHMAN. Bethany House Publishing Company is a Christian publishing house, which may turn off a lot of people who are not Christian, but I felt like, at least for this book, it wasn't pushing Christianity as being like the only religion to follow. It was more talking about faith in general and having faith that things will get better. This book follows Lauren Summers, who is a fashion designer who had a little mishap on the red carpet where for her first dress that she put on the red carpet, this young girl was entirely exposed as she was walking because it ripped. So Lauren has to go into hiding because every person is paparazzi, and all of the different houses that she wanted to work at are now against her and makes everyone hates her, and so she's very lost, and often she turns to God for faith and stuff like that, but it's not, it doesn't be like, oh yes, God will do, but she just said everything happens for a reason and it will get better. And that's basically what she says the entire book, and I absolutely love her positivity and her kindness. And her as a character is just really good. The mother figure, because her parents are dead in this novel, but the mother figure that took her in, I think that she is absolutely hilarious. She quotes from the Bible, but also quotes like famous historians and stuff like that, so, or famous historical figures I guess. So she'll just be talking and then she'll just throw in a Winston Churchill quote here, and then she'll just throw in a Martin Luther King quote there, and it's just like, okay, I accept this. This is something I'm okay with. Sounds good to me. So I thought this story was more than just about her figuring out who had wronged her or her trying to get back into the fashion industry, and not just because it was also sort of a murder mystery a little bit, not a lot, but like a little bit. It was there. It was there. I thought the story was more focused upon finding a goodness and a bright spot in the world, and even like the Dumbledore quote that's like, happiness, you can always find happiness even in the darkest of times if you only remember to turn on the light. And in this novel, Lauren tries so hard to be a light for her elderly neighbor who hates everybody basically, because she had sort of a similar thing that happened to Lauren happen to her, where she was ostracized from the film industry in the 40s. So she's just kind of doesn't trust anyone, and that same thing is what Lauren's going through, and Lauren is just trying to be her friend. And it's really enjoyable seeing two very different age brackets though talking, getting to know each other. And I believe that Charlotte Montgomery, who's her elder neighbor, is not Christian because she doesn't talk a whole lot about Christianity and stuff, but she does say, I have one Christian friend who still visits me, and I don't want her to, I don't know why she does. And it's kind of like the only people who still will talk to her are these very, very nice Christian women, and I kind of like that aspect. I thought it was a nice touch because it was showing that not all people who are Christians are going to be like the Westboro Baptist Church and filled with hate. They're gonna be very nice people, because that's different types of people. So I felt like this book was just kind of working to prove that every single person is very different, and you can follow whatever religion you want, and you can be a good person in that religion, or you can be a bad person in that religion. And that's all that this person was saying was, that KATHRYN CUSHMAN was saying, was that everyone has the ability to be good to everyone else, and she just showed how Lauren was good through her faith, and I thought that was very nice. I give this book 3 out of 5 stars just because I found it very predictable almost the entire way through. It was something that I felt like I'd read before, and I don't really have any problems with that. It was good. Like it wasn't something that I was like, oh my god, it's totally amazing, but I did enjoy it. I went through it pretty quickly. One part that I thought made it so that I liked it was this extreme knowledge of fashion and theater and the acting industry that Lauren had, because it's something that I'm really interested in. So I was like, oh, this is really cool how into it she is and how bright she is in life and everything, and I really liked that part. But with the character Charlotte Montgomery, I felt like even though she was supposed to learn things, as we went along, she really didn't change as much as I thought that she should have or would have if she were a regular person. I guess it just shows how people get stuck in their ways maybe, but I don't know. And then at the beginning of the book it was really just about faith, but near the end of the book it was kind of aggressively pushing everything is so Christian and I am so Christian and you should be Christian, and I just felt like that was a little bit much maybe. But the beginning of it was beautiful, and I wish it had that same have faith, things are gonna work out tone throughout the entire book. But that's why I wouldn't give it higher than 3. I did like it, I just didn't love it. So I will link places where you can buy this book from Bethany House Publishing Company. Barnes & Nobles might have it on there, and Indigo might have it on there. I'm not sure, I gotta do some research, but I will link where you can get this book in the description down below. Check out any of my social media places, they're in the doobly-doo as well. So that is all for me. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Like this spoiler-free review, you can give it a thumbs up. I make videos every weekend and sometimes during the week, and I will see you all next week. My name is Fallon. You guys are amazing. Know that you are loved. And thanks for hanging out with me. Bye!